Okay, so it's been amazing. I've been just watching around, and this venue's been packed since early in the morning, all the time, in every single session. And now it's even, I would say, there's more people because when we reach this moment every year, it comes along a lot of people around. You'll start to listen how everybody's talking. Because within the framework of Tech Spirit, ACCIÓ, and we've been telling you about this morning, plans to organize 600 meetings in between Catalan startups and local and international investors. And the goal is basically for these Catalan entrepreneurs to find investors, partners, customers, and basically to gain visibility and open new international markets. And as I was telling you early before today, we will discover tomorrow we will discover which is the Catalan Startup of the year 2024. The Catalan competition starts now, and this is basically an opportunity to meet 24 transformative technology projects in several fields. And as you know, the workflow, the way this is going to work, basically, this will start with a pitch of their project, and afterwards, the classified companies will describe some essential topics or aspects, such as their business model. They will talk about their technology on which they're based. They will talk about their team and how they are organized. And this will basically lead us to know the Catalan Startup of the year. But that's going to be tomorrow. So I would like to invite to join me in the stage and run this session to Oriol Sanz, Senior Startup Manager at ACCIÓ, Generalitat de Catalunya. This is the competitiveness agency for the Catalan government. Oriol, thank you.
Hola, gracias. Thank you, people. Hola, bon dia i benvinguts a la Catalan Pitch Competition, no? Que comença i que és organitzada, com ha dit el Pipo, per ACCIÓ. Bé, ara deixarem la nostra llengua, passarem a l'anglès. And the goal of this pitch competition is to choose the Catalan Startup of 2024, where you have the chance to discover other 24 startups or 23 startups plus the Startup of the Year. And it's going to be in the fields of life sciences, ICT, and industrial tech. And not only you are going to discover those startups, but you're also going to vote for them and decide which ones you are going to dig deeper. And keep in mind that you're going to have the executive summaries of the 50 startups that have been selected at our webpage, which is accio.gencat.cat. Okay, so you can also search for those executive summaries. And the Catalan Pitch Competition will happen today and tomorrow at the same stage. And how are we going to choose the Catalan Startup of 2024? Well, today the audience, you, are going to vote for the startup that you like the most from each 8 startups from each vertical. And that's going to be 5 startups out of 8. So from the 24 startups that are going to pitch today, tomorrow we're going to start with 15 startups, okay? Which are going to be the ones that will pitch tomorrow. So to sum up, the competition today is going to be in each vertical, and tomorrow there are not going to be verticals, okay? And then tomorrow at the same stage, from 1 to 2, we're going to have 9 investors with us that are going to help us to choose the startup. Okay, we're going to start with a general pitch. Then we're going to have a pitch on market and business model, which will help us to choose the 9 startups that are going to pitch then on technology and team. That are going to be 3. And then from those, we're going to have the Catalan Startup of 2024. So we're going to go from 15, 9, 3, and 1, the winner. And all those pitches just can last 1 minute. Okay, I'll say it again, 1 minute. And well, before starting this Catalan Pitch Competition, let's make sure that we all know how to vote. So we're going to test. And you're going to find this QR code, so please scan it and test the the pulse system or the voting system. Well, you see the question. The question was, what number is this year's edition of the Tech Spirit Barcelona? So you guys can vote? No? Yes? Okay. Okay, 127, 140. Okay, the more people voting should be the best outcome. Okay, it seems so. Okay, guys, so let's keep your camera open or your mobile phone open because the pitch competition begins. And well, and that being said, let's begin. The first day startups are going to be the startups from life sciences and health. And the first startup to take this stage is going to be Brain Focus. And we have with us Carlota Pagès, its co-founder and product manager. Stage is yours, Carlota.
Thank you. Have you ever met someone with drug-resistant epilepsy? It affects 22 million people in the world, and it has devastating consequences for their quality of life. For them, brain surgery is one of the few options left. However, the success of brain surgery is around 50%. To plan for this surgery, clinicians have to review a massive amount of data, and the accuracy of localizing which area of the brain has to be operated remains low. At Brain Focus, we have developed a software to provide clinicians with a faster and more accurate surgical plan. And what else? I blanked.
No problem. Just keep on your call to action, maybe.
Yeah, our call to action, well, we are a team of 7 people. Our technology is technically validated and protected with a patent, and we are currently validating the clinical benefits. We have already garnered 500,000 euros in public and private investment, and our pre-seed round is currently open. So get in touch if you're interested. Thank you.
Thank you, Carlota. Thank you very much. Okay, our next startup is going to be Depths Health, and we have with us its co-founder and CEO, Alfons Nonell Canals.
Hi, thank you, Oriol. Infectious diseases kill 2 million people per year. They have no treatment, and this number will grow up to 10 million people per year in less than 30 years, with an associated cost of $100 trillion, which is a complete disaster. We are Depths Health, and we are here to fight infectious diseases by using our ultra-fast development of new treatments. Our computational platform, which is called Depths Health OS, is able to reduce drug discovery time from 3 years to 6 months. And together with our very early stage, our licensing of our drug candidates, we are industrializing and scaling up drug development on infectious diseases. We have already working in 2 projects, while fighting flavivirus, which is dengue, and hospital infections. And we ask you to join us, investors, to join us, to build the biggest pipeline in drug discovery ever been before. Thank you.
Thank you, Alfons. Thank you. And Carla Mate is ready to be on the stage. She is CEO and co-founder at Theit.
Can you imagine being diagnosed with a disease that will potentially leave you blind and that no one then offers you any treatment? Being limited on daily aspects of life, such as reading on your phone, driving a car, waiting for your symptoms to get worse so you can get access to invasive therapies in the market. Well, this is unfortunately the situation for more than 185 million people worldwide diagnosed with diabetic retinopathy, a complication that affects 35% of diabetic population. Theit has a clear mission to improve the quality of life of all these people with the first-in-class eye drop solution to treat the early stages of this complication. With 1 million already raised and a phase 1 clinical trial about to start, we are already transforming the future of retinal diseases. Join us in this adventure today with the new investment opportunities open in our company, a reach round of €1.5 million. Thank you so much for your attention today.
Thank you, Carla. And now we have Manel Cremades, Director of Strategy and Surgeon at Hospital Germans Trias i Pujol, that is going to pitch on Healthtech Innovations.
Perfect, thank you. Good morning. Well, imagine that you have tomorrow a surgery, okay? Let me tell you how it works. From my side, as a surgeon, I will have plenty of medical devices that will help me in my procedures. But you should be more concerned about surgical nurses because they are still working the same way they did 50 years ago. What this means, they don't have technological support, so they do manual, time-consuming, and error-prone tasks. So this is risky for you. What we are doing at Healthtech Innovations, we are developing a modular platform that will automate part of these tasks to reduce time and risks. For example, these two first instruments that will automatically control surgical instruments and gauzes that are thousands used every day in every hospital. So now it's time for nurses to get the right technology to do their job. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Manel. The next startup is going to be Heecap, and we have with us Laura Lizama, its CEO and co-founder.
Thank you, Uriel. So mechanical ventilation is a life-saving technique used to treat several types of patients, from infections to traumatisms to even transplants. Every year, 6.3 million patients suffer respiratory muscle atrophy induced by ventilation. What does it mean? Not being able to breathe by themselves and not being able to get disconnected from the ventilation. And that's why we created Heecap, a medical device that activates respiratory muscles even when patients are fully sedated and physiotherapists cannot improve their recovery. Heecap is a medical device that uses non-invasive electrical stimulation to accelerate patients' respiratory autonomy. Heecap can increase per 4 the physiotherapy time per patient and thus reduce at least 1 day on mechanical ventilation. This year, we have raised 2.8 million euros, and right now we are conducting our pilot clinical study. For the next 2 years, we aim to complete this clinical validation and prepare the company for European commercialization. Join us to help these patients get back to normal as soon as possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Laura. The next company is going to be MedBrain Global, and we have with us Paul Ricard, its CEO. It's going to appear. Don't worry.
50% of all of humanity has no access to an accurate medical diagnosis. This is mostly due to a severe shortage in access to specialist doctors and in access to diagnostic tests. At MedBrain, we have built a solution. MedBrain is a diagnostic support system that guides healthcare professionals, such as nurses. It guides them through the clinical interview and through the physical examination of the patient's body. MedBrain users will take less than 5 minutes to reach an accurate clinical diagnosis and a step-by-step management plan telling them how to manage their patients. The government of Nigeria has conducted independent research in which they measured that MedBrain has a 92% diagnostic accuracy clinically. Through our partnerships with the government of Ethiopia and the government of Nigeria, MedBrain is currently implemented in 75 different health centers throughout Africa. To everybody, please help us. Help us expand MedBrain across the globe so that every single human being can receive the medical diagnosis that they need and that they deserve. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Paul. You can keep the mic. The next startup is Nanobot Therapeutics, and we have with us its CEO, Marta Soler.
Thank you. Okay. You can see here millions of self-propelled nanobots that are powered by urea. They are moving in swarms. Those ones are specifically designed to treat bladder cancer in a more efficient and less toxic way. Why is this an unmet medical need? Well, 40% of patients cannot benefit from standard of care treatments, and 60% have recurrence of their tumors, making it one of the most expensive cancers to treat. We have demonstrated in animal models that nanobots can effectively cross biological barriers. They can accumulate specifically in tumoral tissues, and they can diminish 90%, they can reduce 90% of the tumoral volume with only one single local administration. We are Nanobot Therapeutics, a startup created in 2023 by IBEC and ICREA, and we have raised 3 million euros in order to advance the preclinical studies and the scale-up. Thank you very much, and in case you're interested, I'd be happy to talk. Thank you.
Thank you, Marta. Now prepare your mobile phone, okay? And the last startup from this life sciences vertical is Tailor Surgery, and we have with us Joan Amat Rubio, which is its CEO.
Thank you. Most people in this room will suffer a bone-related issue, causing pain, stiffness, and reduced mobility. And often, we need a surgery to improve our quality of life. At the standard surgeries, the surgeon opens the body of the patient and then decides what to do and how to do it, adapting the bones to the implants. Tailor Surgery is a spin-off from Hospital Taulí, and we provide advanced surgical planning tools. In other words, we analyze how are the bones, how the bone should be, and then we propose a treatment. But also, we 3D print in titanium the implants and prosthetics specifics for each patient. This approach improves the precision by 80%, reduce operating time by 60%, making safer surgeries, faster recoveries, and as a result, better outcomes. We have already performed more than 600 surgeries, and we have sold to over 75 different surgeons. So please, join us in shaping the future of orthopedics, invest in Tailor Surgery, and be part of the healthcare revolution. Thank you.
Thank you, Joan. And with this last speech, we enter voting time. So just scan the QR code. So we're going to have, you, the audience, is going to have 1 minute to vote. So scan the QR code and choose what startup you like the most. We're having Brain Focus, we're having Devs Health, we have Theit, we have Healthtech Innovations, we have Heecap, we have MedBrain Global, we have Nanobot Therapeutics, and we have Tailor Surgery. And we're currently at 142 answers, or people that has a vote using the poll system. We still have 20 minutes to vote, 20 seconds, sorry, to vote. Things are getting very much clear at the head of those startups. And please let me remind you that 5 of those, the ones with more votes, will pitch tomorrow. Okay, so the minute is over, and we're going to start with another vertical, which is ITC. And the first speech is going to be by the BMatched, and we have with us Xavier Santa, its CEO and founder.
Fashion brands are losing millions every year, where it's about overbuying stock, setting inaccurate prices, or missing out on key trends. Today, these brands need better tools to solve these challenges. Current solutions are either expensive, lack of accuracy, or just messy spreadsheets. And here is exactly where BMatch steps in. We are an AI market intelligence SaaS for fashion brands, enabling them with real-time market data so they can decode their competitors' strategies from price point to product categories, benchmark their similar products, and understand the market demand related to colors, styles, designs, and much more. Today, after 6 months of product development, we launched 3 weeks ago, and we are raising our seed round of 500K to scale our operations.
Thank you, Xavier. Now we're going to have a CFO on the stage, and he's Héctor Carrillo from Didit.
Hello, everyone. First of all, I want to start with a question. Who hasn't been hacked? I believe that most of us have been hacked at least once in our lives. Now, with the rise of AI, this problem is just going to keep increasing. This is one of the reasons why we decided to develop this product, the verification product. Our software is better than the competitors in terms of security and UI UX, but most importantly, is the only software in the market that is completely free for businesses and users. Of course, during the process, we have found other ways of monetizing, like white labeling or anti-money laundering checks. Right now, we are onboarding more than 100 new B2B clients every single month. Also, right now, we are currently raising in order to boost our growth and scale. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Hector. Hector from Didit. The next startup is Enkitek, and we have its CEO, Victor Canton.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. To produce enough food is going to be hard with the upcoming years. I have 3 kids, so that concerns me a lot, and I guess everyone can understand me. So traditional farming has been able to produce enough food for the past, but harming the planet at the same time. But there is a chance for agriculture to translate to new agricultural methodologies called soilless farming, like vertical farms and hydroponic greenhouses. But they have a big pain point, is that the operational expenses are linked mainly to labor costs, and this is blocking the growth of this sector. So at Enkitek, we have developed a platform, a software as a service that allows them to start using the latest technologies like robotics, AI, and robotics. So this way they can be more profitable and save the planet in a way. We are in a funding round, so if you want to contact us, we'll be very happy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you. Big applause. And the next startup is going to be Equito app, and we have its CEO with us, Robin Deco.
Hello, everyone. One thing is sure is that we will always need a place to live. Unfortunately, for the majority of the people, reinvesting in real estate is impossible. I'm Robin Deco, the CEO and co-founder of Equito app, and we are here to democratize real estate investment to everyone and create a more inclusive financial system. The problem is clear. Millions of people don't have the time, the money, or the knowledge to invest into the real estate market. They are blocked at the door of it. And the solution is simple. An investment app that allows anyone from anywhere to invest from 100 euros into property and generate monthly passive income. This is just the beginning. In the last 2 years, we have more than 150,000 people from 60 different countries who have joined Equito. We finance over 56 properties for over 10 million euros and generate a 9% yield for our investors. And the next steps are clear. We are opening more cities in Spain and on our way to internationalize ourselves. We are now finishing our seed round of 1.5 million, where we have already 1.1 million secured. So if some of you want to join the adventure, please come join me and change real estate market forever. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Robin. The next startup is going to be Neurekalab, and we have Sergi Grau. It's co-founder.
How many of you have children or loved ones at the school? Now imagine they are struggling to learn, but no one has identified it, and it is too late. At every classroom, while one student is detected with dyslexia or ADHD, 5 are actually struggling learning disabilities. That's the reason we have created Neurekalab, an AI-powered tool designed for the teachers to be introduced inside the classroom, replacing some of the activities with the use of our tool. And after just 10 days, they receive a complete cognitive profile for all of their students, and also personalized strategies to improve the learning, achieving 3 times better performance in just 6 months. Join the future of education, invest in a proven tool that assures all the students is not left behind. Thank you.
Thank you, Sergi. And our next rockstar founder is going to be Gerard Cervelló, CEO and co-founder at Secrets Vault.
Thank you, Oriol. Passwords, so much needed and so much loved, I mean hated, right? What would you think if you could replace the passwords with a picture like this? If you could use an innocuous image to protect sensitive information, to grant access to systems, or to share confidential data with your colleagues and family. That vision we have turned into reality at Secrets Vault. And it's not a matter of improving security, it's about making security simpler, more user-friendly, and accessible for all of us. The founding team behind Secrets Vault brings more than 30 years of experience in cybersecurity, cryptography, and scaling up startups, having raised 120 million in the past. Since our inception early this year, we have filed a patent, launched our first product, won a startup capital grant, and achieved our initial commercial traction. We are seeking partners and early-stage investors that share our vision of simplifying security. Are you in? And just in case I don't see you tomorrow, remember, use an image, not a password. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gerard. Big applause for Gerard. Okay, next startup is going to be Tennders. We have with us its CEO and co-founder, Mike.
Thank you.
Net.
Hello, everyone. Perfect.
There.
Did you know that 1 truck out of 5 you see on the highway is literally driving with nothing inside the truck? It's insane when we think that 95% that what you see around you or what you wear on you has been into a truck. And this is also a fact that is astonishing, knowing that there are no trucks and no drivers available. I don't know if you have a friend that would like to become a driver. I do not. So to make this sector of transportation by road more efficient and more sustainable, we had to make it more digital and way faster. So this is what we have done at Tennders since 2021. We have invoiced so far 20 million euro in sales, and we are a B2B SaaS company to help transport-related companies to operate and gain more business to become more efficient through digitization and AI. Basically, right now, we are looking for 600K to boost our marketplace sales and become one of the prescriptors of good practices to make the transportation sector more sustainable in the future. At the end, we focus on transporting goods and not people, because your boxes of Amazon do not have legs yet, which is why it's more important for us to focus on transporting goods. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike. Big applause for Tennders. And now the last startup from this ICT vertical, it's going to be Virmidex, and we have with us its CEO and co-founder, Danny Tost.
Would you board a plane piloted by someone who has never used a flight simulator? Of course not. Then why are we expecting our doctors and nurses to handle very complex medical devices without the proper training? At Virmidex, we are revolutionizing healthcare training with our immersive, virtual AI-driven simulators. With them, clinicians can train any kind of situations, anywhere, anytime. So they save time, they cut costs, and most importantly, they save lives. We have already built 2 of these simulators on top of our technology to train extracorporeal circulation techniques. But this is just the beginning, and they are being used worldwide. So are you ready to join us and build a future in which every doctor and nurse will feel as prepared as a pilot? We are opening a new round in 2025, so contact us, please.
Thank you, Danny. Okay, so now you have the power to decide, power to vote. So scan this QR code and vote as you have done before. You can vote for Virmidex, you can vote for Tennders, you can vote for Secret Vault, you can vote for Neurekalab, you can vote for Equito app, you can vote for Enkitek, you can vote for Didit, and you can vote for BMatched. So we already have 172 votes. It's gaining pace. We still have 15 seconds to vote. And when we get the last votes counted, we're gonna get into the last vertical of today's pitch competition, which is gonna be industrial tech. And we have the next startup ready, which is gonna be Agricola. And we have Ricard Pardell, its founder and CEO, that is gonna be on the stage and pitch. Yes, please, Ricard, come to the stage. Yes, yes.
Thank you. Hi, did you know that every year farmers consume 2.5 million tons of toxic pesticides harming your health and the environment? At Agricola, we eradicate toxic pesticides using deep tech. Our AI farm management system manages a fleet of autonomous rovers, patent pending, which use electricity and photonics to kill pest and disease, avoiding chemical toxic pesticides. We offer this solution to farmers through a subscription service, and we have already signed 5 LOIs worth 300,000 euros of yearly revenue. And now we are raising a round in order to deploy these pilots, further develop our portfolio of products, and scale up. So if you want to join us in this journey towards a more sustainable and healthier food system, please contact me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ricard. And well, I expect that was just water, what you sprayed on us. And the next startup is going to be Agrin'pulse, and we have its co-founder, Jordi Garcia Cabarol.
Thanks. Okay, guys, so can you think of anything more basic than food? Okay, so that was Theit. We at Agrin'pulse, we're a startup on an early stage, designing the future of agriculture, specifically of tractors. We think of a future where polluting diesel machines go to autonomous electric platforms. Small devices that can perform the same tasks as tractors do, but whilst one driver drives one tractor, we imagine a future where one driver will manage 10 of our platforms. Right now, we have a functioning prototype that we're testing with early adopters, and right now we're looking for our first round, so please get in touch and welcome us and join us with the future of agriculture. Thank you.
Thank you, Jordi. The next pitch, Ana Martín, CEO and co-founder at Atom H2.
We're transitioning towards renewable energies faster now than ever before. Even though that's great, they have one huge problem, and that's the mismatch between the energy that we're generating and the energy that we're consuming. We are sure that the opportunity to bridge this gap lies in energy storage. That's why we've taken action and we've created Atom, a modular on-site green hydrogen generation and storage system. Right now, we're working with the biggest telecommunication company here in Spain to substitute all diesel generators in remote location, reducing their operation costs, CO2 emission, and guaranteeing a reliable and clean energy solution. We're also opening our horizons to abroad. That's why 2 weeks ago, we were in Dubai to partner with strategic people and investors. So if you believe that Atom can bring value to you, we invite you to follow us, join us, and invest in us. Atom, we give you the power of change. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And the next startup is Clic Recycle, and we have its CEO and founder, Valérie Ité.
We are borrowing the more precious resource that we have in Earth, water from other generation.
Soils, land, seas are overused, contaminated, full of nanoplastic. We use an exponential regenerative material, human hair. Every year, 2.2 billion of hair are landing to landfills, only in Europe. We transform it in a biogenic solution that can serve as an alternative of plastic in different industries. Agriculture, marine environment, design, everything is backing up with a LCA for the product, a PCT in place of the patent, but also partners like Tech of Barcelona and the Blue Tech Port, Agency of West of Catalonia, L'Oréal. We put technology, we put research. We are raising funds for the first time in order to raise the money and succeed to scale this solution. We offer you hope. We offer you a different way to do things that don't damage our environment. We offer you to try it and to believe in the next generation of material. Thank you.
Thank you, Valerie. The next startup is going to be NanoChronia. We have with us its COO, CFO, Paul Brown.
Good afternoon. The biggest problem right now in the world is climate change, and we've got to get it under control or we're going to have serious problems. And the first step to getting it under control is by detecting and measuring the greenhouse gases which control it, which make it. NanoChronia develops nanosensors, and we can detect hydrogen, methane, hydrogen sulfide, and ammonia in real time below danger levels. Current sensors on the market, which exist, are large, slow, short-lived, and very expensive. And they've got the problem that they don't distinguish between the gases very well. NanoChronia sensors are IoT capable, small, long-lived, and they are able to detect the difference between the different sensors very quickly. This is why large energy companies want to use our sensors to pilot in their installations, because we have a nano-sized solution to a macro-sized problem. We are NanoChronia. The sky is the limit. Help us control gas emissions. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. Okay, and now the second to the last startup to pitch. It's going to be OptiGen, and we have with us Blai Pierre, its CEO.
Thank you. If we want to save the planet from climate change, we need to rely on all possible sources of renewable energy. We have seen a huge deployment of solar PV and onshore wind, but offshore wind is somehow being left behind. And this, despite this source of energy has a huge potential, everybody knows that the wind blows stronger and steadier at the sea. The reason why this energy is not being used so much is because the current state-of-the-art technology is too heavy and too expensive to be competitive. Just for a reference, this turbine could be as tall as the Eiffel Tower, so it's a huge structure. At OptiGen, we have designed and patented a new generator which saves a lot of weight and which becomes much cheaper to manufacture and to operate. With this technology, we expect to bring a revolution to the wind power sector and help accelerate the energy transition. Thank you.
Thank you, Blai. Thank you. Big applause for Blai. Next startup is going to be Phoenix Foods by Angela Mancho. It's CEO and co-founder.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome.
Have you ever wondered how are we going to feed the planet in 50 years' time? Or what happens with all the food that is thrown away? These two questions seem to have nothing in common, but in fact they do. At Phoenix, we are working to solve these two problems with just one solution. We are a biotech startup that turns garbage into resources, waste into protein to feed our future. We recover the nutrients present in waste and we give them a new life. The heroes who can perform such a task are in fact really small. Our insects can eliminate and process waste in just 20 days, and they are also a great source of protein. R&D has led us to develop groundbreaking products and innovative ones. We are on a journey to innovate in the field of the global food systems. Do you want to come along? Thank you.
Thank you, Angela. And the startup that is going to close this vertical and also this competition, today's competition, is going to be YPlasma. And we have with us David Garcia, its CEO and co-founder.
Thank you. Have you ever heard about a technology that is able to produce more wind energy, reduce fuel consumption on aircraft or road vehicles, make plants grow 3 times faster, or even produce propulsion with a limited fuel for satellites? That technology exists. It's in my pocket. This is a plasma actuator developed by my co-founders, Antonio and Mario, at the Spanish Space Agency. They've been doing this tech able to provide better aerodynamics, cooling, heating, sanitization, electrostimulation, and propulsion. We funded the company in February, and we closed a pre-seed round in April. We focused initially on wind energy, but immediately after that, we signed an agreement with Intel for cooling chipsets and laptops. We raised a lot of interest in different verticals. We have recently got on board the largest hard tech VC in the United States, opening a lab in the first quarter next year, and we want to be the worldwide leaders in cold plasma actuator applications and be the ultimate ally against climate change. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Big applause for YPlasma and for the previous startups that pitched. So we are going to enter voting time again, so please scan the QR code again. Okay. And start voting for one of the 8 startups that have pitched in this industrial tech vertical. We have with us Agricola, okay, the guy with a hat. We had Agrin'pulse, okay, the guy with the apple, okay. Then we had Bmatched, we have Clic Recycle, we have Nanoc Cronia, OptiGen, Phoenix Foods, and the last one, YPlasma. We still have 15 minutes, and just let me remind you that 5 out of those 8 startups are the ones that are going to pitch tomorrow, representing industrial tech. So vote 216, 221. And well, time is over. Voting time ends here. And well, and also ends this first half of the Catalan Pitch Competition. Thank you, startups. Thank you, audience. And also, we're going to meet again here tomorrow from 1 to 2 p.m. at the Sala de Contractacions with the goal of choosing the startup, the Catalan Startup of 2024. So just now enjoy, learn, and get inspired by the other sessions that are going on at Tech Spirit Barcelona. Thank you.